If you need more shelving for your office, check this out. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. You can see OROPY says, enjoy life. Enjoy OROPY. And I will. I do enjoy my life. So I picked this up. It actually says it is a desktop storage shelf, which I wouldn't argue that that is what it's intended for. But for me, actually, it's going to be a floor shelf, even though this is actually very small. I think maybe only about a foot tall. Now, the reason I picked this up is because I have my printer actually sitting on my floor. And that's okay, but it means that you sometimes tend to kick it. When you print out something, you're always reaching down to the floor to get the printouts. You are reaching down to put the paper in. And so I thought a little shelf like this would raise it maybe a foot off of the ground, and then I would be able to slide it under my standing desk so that I can reach down, get things a little bit more easily, especially if I'm scanning stuff, putting that into the feeder. It'll be just a little bit more accessible, as well as give me a little bit more storage. So some of the things that I don't need that often I could put underneath the printer now. So what we get here is a bag of hardware. The assembly instructions actually look more intimidating than I think this really is. I think you could probably figure out how to do this on your own. You get one of the sides here. This is metal. It's metal square tubing with some wire crossbars in there. And then we have the shelves here. Now these come in a couple different designs, but what I really liked about this is it's got this dark brown oak-like stained look. It is just, I think, MDF with a laminate on there, but it looks pretty good. But it's coincidentally very similar to the hardwood floors that I have in my office. So I think it should look pretty good when it is on the floor itself. So we have two shelves, and then we have a bracket here. I think this is going to sit in the back so that you don't push things off of the back. So let's go ahead and read the instructions and then get this little bad boy set up. All right, the instructions are only 1/4 of one page right there, so you can see them. It's actually going to be pretty easy. These things are going to go on the side. There are additional holes here which are going to hold this back panel on like this. So you're going to put screws all the way through the sides into the top, bottom board, and then this one in the back. So that's how it works, and there are some pre-drilled screws right there. Now, one of the things that is probably a little disappointing to me is that you get these long wood screws, but they have a hex head on them. So it does come with this included Allen key here, but that means you are going to be doing the wrenching yourself. I wish this were honestly a Phillips head so that I could use a power tool. If you have the right kit where you have the right head for this, that's probably going to help so that you can use a power tool. And then on the bottom, we do have some of these metal and plastic feet, and then the bottom of these side panels have little holes where you're going to go ahead and screw in these feet to help do some leveling as well as prevent it from scratching up your floor. So let's get her set up. All right, here it is. It is completed, and it's a pretty simple piece of furniture. And I tell you what, it wasn't that bad to screw these in without a power tool. It just takes a little while, but they go in nice and smooth. You can see I've got the feet on there. We have the bottom panel with that backstop so stuff doesn't slide out. We have these crossbars so stuff doesn't slide out the back. You could use this as a little bookshelf. And then we have a flat panel on top, which you probably don't have to put anything on. You could put just decorations. But for me, like I said, I want to be able to put my printer up there. And now I actually have another place to stack a few books and stuff that I don't need on the regular. So let's just get this set up and make sure that it works. All right, it's not on the floor anymore. I don't think this is the final resting place for this multi-function printer here, but as you can see, now it's off the ground, more storage, easier to access. I like it. And like I said, I can slide this under my desk here too, which is where I think it will finally end up. But if you want to pick this up, whether it's books, decorations, a printer, I will put a link to it in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.